Chairman of the Colombo International Tea Convention 2024, Organizing Committee members and distinguished guests, a very good evening to all of you. It has been an amazing event so far with lots of useful, interesting insights and information being shared. Indeed, it is an honor and a privilege to address all of you distinguished members from the industry and share a summary of work done by Sri Lanka factory owners to sustain the livelihood of green leaf suppliers and the workforce at large. $500 million US, this is how much that was passed down to tea smallholders during the last financial year, straight from the auction through the brokers and factory owners to the hands of the last link. And I am proud to say, done so with zero default and absolute transparency. 500 tea smallholders that expands to roughly 2 million family members of Sri Lanka. That is, the smallholder sector produced 70 to 75% of the national production. Ladies and gentlemen, that is nearly the population, out of the population is 10% of the total population of our country. That is the number direct beneficiaries from this program. And I believe all of you deserve a large round of applause for being a part of the success story of this. All this is because of the participation of our buyers and organization. It is the fair value you pay that makes this possible. So thank you once again, and please continue to pay a little more than what you are paying right now for us to sustain. If I elaborate a bit more, some of the initiatives done by the private factory owners to support the industry, their workforce, and the smallholders. All the factories have obtained several certificates such as ISO 22000, HACCP, and Fair Trade, to name few. These ensure continuous improvements in high product quality while respecting labor rights and dignity of workers. Regular audits and inspections ensure compliance to ethnic standards, including work environment, fair wage, and sustainable agriculture. Then comes to our 68-32 ratio. What does this mean? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a unique green leaf formula which is highly regulated by the Sri Lanka Tea Board. Roughly 97% of the production is sold through the Colombo tea auction, and the auction price of a particular factory is established in a very transparent manner. All these figures are monthly scrutinized by the Sri Lanka Tea Board officials, and the correct price is passed down to the smallholder on the 68-32 formula. The smallholder gets 68% and the factory gets 32%, with the green leaf prices being published in all national newspapers. The smallholder is fully aware of these prices. On top of these two main points, there is a list of other best practices and process employed by the factory owners to sustain livelihood of these tea smallholders, such as elimination of harmful chemicals in tea lands through sample audits done by recognized aggregated bodies, active field officers to monitor good agriculture practices, including close plug-in rounds, maintaining high standards of delivering to minimize product damage, establishing all health and safety standards at factories, including fire protection, protective personal equipment, and trained first aid staff to name a few. Apart from direct business-related initiatives, the private factory owners have implemented many programs to ensure this positive livelihood is extended to their families and communicated as well. Education is one of the key focus areas of these programs, from supporting children with school supplies to conducting regular discussions to educate them on good health work. Planning and managing personal issues have improved very effectively. Medical camps, blood donation campaigns, and insurance covers are some of the initiatives under the health and well-being areas. Apart from supporting and development and upgrading their dwellings, our programs have also addressed emergency aid and provided disaster relief funding during unplanned challenges such as floods and other natural calamities. I believe it's important to note that all these programs and initiatives are done in collaborations with beneficiaries, because we conduct regular visits and discuss with these communities. To identify their real needs, you can see a few images of these programs in the background as well. Regenerative tea production for sustainability is another key vertical we focus on, starting with replacing firewood with sawdust. Some factory owners grow their own fuel firewood, such as glyceria and bamboo. Additionally, some of them also produce tea plants in their own nurseries to supply their tea for infilling and replanting as well. I believe one of the big wins under this banner comes rooftop solar systems for producing green electricity. I am happy to say that approximately 70 megawatts worth capacity contributed to national grid through our partners. And this number is expected to increase rapidly in the near future. Cementing our commitment towards renewable energy and sustainable agriculture practices, apart from this list, our members have gone on to renovate hospitals, assisting religious institutes and other communal facilities as a part of their CSR initiatives. Ladies and gentlemen, as you have seen and heard here, these are only the highlights of the wide range programs we have in place to promote better livelihood to the smallholders community. Let me leave with you with that number once again: 500 individuals and nearly 2 million families, 10% of the country's population live a better life because of your participation in our tea industry. So thank you, and let us contribute to this legacy. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Brilliant story, Lionel. I can only imagine as to what you would do if you get a better price. Let's get to that later. And also thanks for saving 6 minutes. That's special thanks from me. Yeah.